I was born to be in the business of creativity. I know that I'm about my business, and I know my imagination is extensive. I'm on the leading edge of conscious expansion. And this is something that I have not honored as much as I should. But this is going to change, and it already is changing. The transformation is underway. I knew I wanted to transform, but I really didn't have a sense of direction until I remembered that I need to give back. I had to think of what helped me when I was going through it and use that as a guide for how to help others. My music will change the world, figuratively and literally. Music to me is a vibe, it's a frequency, it's a sharing of emotions. Music is joy. Music is like a hug. The way that some songs wrapped me in their words and their melodies when I was at a breaking point is unforgettable. I now know the direction is the sound of music. Music to my ears has changed life as I know it. I've been able to embody so much of who I am through music. The greatest artists I've ever known were musicians. It inspires me. Musicians have courage. The courage to believe their voice matters. And I admire that greatly. So I didn't think my voice mattered for a really long time. So much so that I wouldn't even talk to myself. Not even I wanted to hear what I thought. I even got annoyed hearing other people talk to themselves and wondered what they were doing. I thought it was strange and unnormal. But they knew themselves. Or at least they were trying to get to know themselves. When you try to get to know yourself, people who don't know themselves will think it's abnormal what you're doing. They'll think it's strange and weird, your methods. They might even call you mad or crazy. Insane. I now see those words as compliments. Being in the in crowd is no longer desirable. To be an individual, a unique form, a unique life form. To be an alien in this race. It's a gift. I think about that one episode of Fairly Odd Parents when they turned everybody into gray blobs. I don't want to be a gray blob. I want to be the colorful, eccentric, eclectic, crazy, wild, fantastic being that I know I am. Color will always stand out in this world, for better or for worse. And a lot of gray people want to convince you that being colorful will call the wrong attention to you. But in reality, they just don't want any attention called to them. They think that seeking out attention is inherently bad, because who are you to believe that you're worthy of attention? Who are you to think that you deserve more attention than me? It's obvious when things are coming from a place of bitterness and resentment. Jealousy and envy are not something we should take lightly. We should be inspired, not envious and jealous of others. How can we be in collaboration if we cannot be proud of the unique abilities other people bring to the table? I need to find a place where my unique abilities are celebrated and valued, not mocked. And so do you. You need to find a place where you're accepted for who you are and celebrated. And you should be with people who resonate with your energy instead of trying to tell you that you need to be something other than what you are. We all have strengths and weaknesses, and those who cannot admit their weaknesses will never know the extensiveness of their strength. Sometimes I wonder why it has to happen like this. But I guess I'll know later. I'm not meant to know yet. But what I do know now is one day at a time is all we can do. You just have to let it unfold, no matter how patient we must be to see it. Some days it feels like it could never end. The agony, it just seems so stagnant, even though everything is constantly changing. We're never still, for real. Our blood's still pumping. Our lungs are still breathing in and out, expanding and contracting. Our bodies are full of water. So we were born to be healed. We're born to constantly heal. There's no end goal. It's the process. The process is not always up. It's down too. And on the down days, we still show up. We don't pretend that they don't exist. We just need to observe. Observe when it feels down and observe when it feels up. And then from our observations, we can speak on it. And when we speak on it, we might find a new perspective to look back on. Find a new perspective to embody. Because when we share our ideas, we make room for conversation. We make room to hear each other out. And it's not always about being right. It's actually almost never about that. It's about idea exchange, energy exchange, helping your fellow human on their journey, because we're all walking each other home. And once you get home, if you stay in the house too long, you'll rot. So we have to leave, then we have to come back over and over. And when we recognize these patterns at play, we realize that it's just a silly little game. It's not that deep. It's not that serious. We're just here to play. Some people like to play games with blood and guts. They like Slayer games. They like gun games. Other people like Animal Crossing, Mario Party. cooking mama. Some people are racers. They like to play driving games, sports games even, competitive games. Other people like rock band. They just want to jam out. Maybe Just Dance. That could be a fun way to pass the time. But regardless of the game you're playing right now, playing the same game forever gets boring. So this is a reminder to continue to switch it up. Try a new thing. Continue on your adventure into the unknown. You're doing a great job.